Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. How to master self-control. 7 steps to take charge of your life. Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're diving into one of the most important skills you can develop, self-control. Whether it's resisting temptations, staying focused on your goals, or mastering your emotions, self-control is the key to success in so many areas of life. If you've ever struggled with procrastination, emotional reactions, or sticking to good habits, then this video is for you. By the end of these 10 minutes, you'll have practical strategies to help you master self-control and take charge of your life. First things first, you need to know your triggers. Self-control often gets tested when we're faced with triggers. Those situations, people, or environments that push us toward bad habits or impulsive decisions. Think about it. What typically sends you off track? Is it stress at work, that 3 p.m. slump when you crave sugar? Maybe it's scrolling through social media before bed and ending up sleep deprived. We all have them, but here's the thing. Once you know what your triggers are, you can start to anticipate them and create a plan to deal with them head on. Let's say your trigger is that afternoon sugar craving. What can you do? Well, you can pack a healthy snack to keep at your desk, one that's both delicious and satisfying. That way, when the craving hits, you're prepared with a positive alternative. Or if social media is your downfall, set a hard stop time. An hour before bed, put your phone in another room or use an app that limits your scrolling time. Remember, awareness is the first step to change, so take some time to really think about your triggers. What are the things that consistently trip you up? Write them down. Once you have that list, you're ready to take control. Set clear goals. Next, let's talk about goals. Self-control is much easier to master when you know exactly what you're working toward. Vague goals lead to vague results, but when you set clear, specific goals, you give your mind something concrete to focus on. Think of it like this. If you're driving without a destination in mind, you're going to wander aimlessly, right? You might get somewhere, but it probably won't be where you truly wanted to go. It's the same with self-control. If you don't know what you're aiming for, it's easy to get sidetracked. But when you have a clear destination in mind, something you're passionate about achieving, it's like having that GPS guiding you, keeping you on track, even when the road gets tough. So what are your goals? What do you really want to achieve? And I don't mean just in the big picture sense. Think about your daily life. What are some small goals that, if you achieve them consistently, would make a huge difference? Maybe it's drinking more water, going to bed earlier, or finally sticking to that workout routine. Whatever it is, write it down. Make it specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. That's what we call a SMART goal. And don't be afraid to dream big, but also break those big dreams down into smaller, manageable steps. Remember, even the longest journey begins with a single step. And with each step you take toward your goals, you're strengthening that self-control muscle. One of the most powerful ways to strengthen self-control is by practicing delayed gratification. This is the ability to resist the temptation for an immediate reward and wait for something better in the future. Think about it. We live in a world of instant gratification. Want to watch a movie? It's a click away. Craving pizza? Delivery is at your fingertips. But this constant pursuit of instant gratification can really sabotage our self-control. Delayed gratification, on the other hand, is like building a muscle. It takes practice, but the payoff is huge. It's about choosing what you want most over what you want now. So how do you practice this? Start small. Next time you're tempted to hit that snooze button, don't. Force yourself to get up. That feeling of accomplishment will be so much better than those extra 9 minutes of sleep. Or let's say you're trying to save up for a big purchase. Instead of indulging in impulse buys, put that money aside. Visualize yourself finally achieving that goal. That feeling of pride and accomplishment will be worth the wait. Remember, the ability to delay gratification is a hallmark of successful people. They understand that the most rewarding things in life often take time, effort, and yes, self-control. Chapter 4. Next up is one of my favorite strategies for mastering self-control: building small habits. We often think that self-control is about resisting temptations, but it's really about creating systems and routines that make good decisions automatic. Think about it. The things you do every day, almost without thinking, brushing your teeth, having your morning coffee, those are habits. They're ingrained in your routine, and the good news is you can harness the power of habit to boost your self-control in other areas of your life. Start by identifying one small habit you want to build. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning, doing 10 minutes of meditation, or reading for 20 minutes before bed. The key is to make it something small and achievable, something you can commit to doing every single day. Once you've chosen your habit, make it obvious. Set reminders on your phone, put a sticky note on your bathroom mirror, or tell a friend about your goal. Anything to make it harder to forget. Next, make it attractive. Pair the habit with something you enjoy. For example, if you're trying to drink more water, get yourself a water bottle you love. Make it easy. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start small and gradually increase the difficulty. If you want to start running, don't try to run a marathon on day one. Start with a 10-minute walk and build up from there. And finally, make it satisfying. Track your progress, reward yourself for small wins, and celebrate your successes. Chapter 5. Avoid temptations. Let's be real, willpower isn't infinite. One of the best ways to master self-control is by avoiding situations where you'll be tempted in the first place. Think of it like this. If you're trying to eat healthier, you probably wouldn't keep a pantry full of junk food, right? You'd set yourself up for success by stocking your kitchen with healthy options. The same principle applies to all areas of self-control. If you know you have a hard time resisting that afternoon coffee run, take a different route home from work. If social media is your downfall, delete the apps from your phone. It's not about being weak, it's about being smart. Why put yourself through unnecessary struggles? Remove the temptations and you'll find it much easier to stay on track. Now, this doesn't mean you have to live a life completely devoid of fun or spontaneity. It's about being mindful and making conscious choices that align with your goals. If you know you're going to be in a situation where temptation will be high, have a plan in place. For example, if you're going to a party and trying to avoid sugary drinks, offer to be the designated driver or bring your own healthy beverage. That way you're prepared and less likely to succumb to temptation. Chapter 6. Manage your emotions. Self-control is closely linked to how well you manage your emotions. Often we lose self-control when we're stressed, angry, or even bored. The key is to become more mindful of your emotional state. Think about it. Have you ever blown your diet after a stressful day at work? Or snapped at a loved one when you were already feeling overwhelmed? Our emotions have a powerful influence on our behavior, and when we let our emotions control us, it's easy to lose sight of our goals. The first step to managing your emotions is simply becoming more aware of them. Pay attention to how you're feeling throughout the day. Are you stressed, anxious, frustrated? Once you're more in tune with your emotions, you can start to develop healthy coping mechanisms. Exercise is a fantastic stress reliever, as is spending time in nature. Journaling can be a great way to process your emotions, and meditation can help you find a sense of calm and clarity. The key is to find what works best for you and to have a plan in place for when those difficult emotions inevitably arise. Remember, you're not supposed to be happy all the time. Life is full of ups and downs, and it's okay to feel your feelings, but don't let your emotions control you. You are in the driver's seat. Chapter 7. Forgive yourself and keep going. And finally, remember this. You're human. We all make mistakes, and self-control won't always be perfect. What's important is that when you slip up, you forgive yourself and get back on track. Think about it. When you're learning any new skill, you're going to make mistakes. You wouldn't expect to pick up a guitar for the first time and play like a pro, would you? Or to run a marathon without any training. Self-control is no different. It takes time, effort, and practice. There will be days when you nail it and feel unstoppable. And there will be days when you slip up, make a mistake, and want to give up. The key is to not let those slip-ups derail your progress. Don't beat yourself up over it. Instead, acknowledge the mistake, learn from it, and move on. Remember, progress, not perfection, is the goal. Each day is a new opportunity to start fresh and make choices that align with your goals. So be kind to yourself. You're doing the best you can. And remember, the fact that you're even trying to improve your self-control already puts you ahead of the game. So, there you have it. 7 practical tips to help you master self-control and take charge of your life. Whether it's avoiding temptations, building small habits, or managing your emotions, these strategies will empower you to stay disciplined and focused. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips on self-development, productivity, and living your best life. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or if you've got tips of your own to share. And if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe and follow the Psychology and Physical Training channel for more videos. Thanks for joining me today on this journey.